At Titans at Colts.
Titans holding on to beat the Raiders. I had the Raiders last week. They couldn't get it done. I am going to go ahead, take the Colts. They ride that win against the Chiefs. And there's a little injury report about Jonathan Taylor. Looks like he's going to play. I'm taking the Colts. What about you, sir?
Yeah, so I got the Colts as well. I think the Titans are still trying to find their way. They did beat the Raiders last week, but the Raiders are are not that big of a challenge currently right now.
Only winless team right now. What's going on in the AFC West?
Oh, I know they're supposed to be the best, but like all of them are still trying to figure out their teams after going ham in free agency. So, like I think it's all just the first month, man. Like the first month is still technically kind of like preseason when everyone's trying to figure out who they are. So,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
find that identity. That's true.
yeah, unfortunately, the AFC West is getting hit hard with that. So, but I do have the Colts. Jonathan Taylor is due for a huge game after going uh, pretty low duds the last couple of weeks. So I think he's gonna bounce back this week. He is due. I'm calling at least 2 touchdowns by Jonathan Taylor, and I got the Colts winning. Bears at Giants.
Whoo! I'm going to take the Giants in a bounce back. Another close game for the Giants, and Barkley got loose on Monday night. Barkley looks great. Daniel Jones, they're going to have to move on from him after this year, but I'm going to take the Giants. They get it done against Chicago, and I think it's going to be a battle, but I think I read Justin Fields has the least amount of passing yards in the NFL right now, and Khalil Herbert's on that dog, but that's about it. What do you got?
Yeah, man, I got the Giants as well. It's just Justin Fields cannot throw the ball, and Herbert's gonna get stacked boxes this week. So I got the Giants. The Bears are too one-dimensional because the only thing that they can do is run the ball. Justin Fields cannot throw the ball right now. So, and the Giants are just they have so much momentum. They're going to give the rock to Barkley, and I think Barkley's going to take over the game for sure.
It just baffles me every single week that the Niners lost to that team. I know there was a monsoon, I know, but those are the type of losses that hurt you in the end. All right, sir.
I agree, man. Jaguars at Eagles.
Man, Jags are hot, but Eagles are hotter. Maybe the best team in football right now. This team is a force to be reckoned with. If you had to put a gun to my head, who's going to the Super Bowl and representing the NFC side, I'd have to pick the Eagles, and I'm going to take them this Sunday against the Jags.
Sounds good. Hey, before I give my take on this matchup, Deke has a couple questions. Derek.
Oh, what's good with D?
Any worries about the Giants' inability to stop the run?
I think there could be a little bit of worry, but I just don't feel like the Bears are going to be able to carry on the road. I mean, you had the Giants up a touchdown against the Cowboys. I think Pollard and Zeke's a little bit of a different beast. I don't think Montgomery's going to play. You got to shut down Herbert. I'm going to take the coaching advantage here. I think Dayball gets it done, and I mean we got to tip our cap to Cooper Rush, man. He was dotting it up, and even though the run game got going for Dallas, I'm gonna go ahead and take, even if Khalil, I'm gonna anticipate he starts. I'm gonna anticipate if he does go over 100, I'm still gonna take the Giants in a close one at home. But here's one thing: do the Giants and the Jets, do they need to change up this dang turf? That's another conversation. But Sterling Shepard going down with the ACL, this is becoming some debauchery at MetLife with this dang turf. But yeah, I'm going to say Giants. Maybe Khalil goes for 100. Maybe he doesn't, but I still think they get the dub. Is there another question, sir?
No other question. That was the only question. He did mention that Daniel Jones is probably going to be running for his life, and that Saquon's going to get the rock probably 30 times.
Oh!
So,
dude, I mean, Saquon getting the rock 30 times, you're having your best player touch it. You can't argue with that.
Yeah. So my take on the Jaguars versus Eagles, dude, I'm like actually kind of torn. Jaguars are playing really well right now, and they have a lot of momentum beating the Chargers. And but the Eagles are just playing juggernaut right now. They're almost on the juggernaut level of the Bills. I gotta take the Eagles. They're at home. They're playing juggernaut ball. No, like their
On both
offense.
sides of the ball. Both
Yeah,
sides. That's why they're going jug, because they can ball in both sides.
dude, their offense just seems to score every time they touch the ball. And until proven otherwise, they can't be stopped. And I got the Eagles. Um, but I think the Jaguars are gonna light up the scoreboard as well. But I think the Eagles are just gonna outscore them. That's the thing.
Dude,
uh,
shout out to Doug Peterson getting that train turned around, man. Like the Jags, they had the number one pick back to back years, the worst team in football. Dude, I love Doug Peterson. Trevor Lawrence looks legit. Balky actually, the signings that he made seems to be paying off. I'm excited for the Jags. Good for Trevor. Good for them. Good for the morale of the team. And if it's close against the Eagles, man, we got to take the Jags seriously.
I agree, dude. One last comment from Deke before we go on to the next matchup. How impressive has Trevor Lawrence been?
Phenomenal. Dude, just complete night and day from last year. Doug Peterson's way more aggressive. So I had to go back and watch some takes from a few YouTube videos and analysts. So I guess Urban, when they drafted ETN, they didn't even play him at running back at all. They had him in the slot, and then I guess James Robinson fumbled early on in the year, and he got benched for a couple quarters to where Trevor Lawrence had to go up and say, "Can I get my best running back in? Can I get my best offensive weapon back in?" And Urban was like, "Oh yeah, you're in, dude." Urban Meyer, F. Urban Meyer. F that guy. I am so ticked because I used to be an Urban fan. But back to Lawrence. They are aggressive. Christian Kirk, Zay Jones. 2 offseason signings proven to be balling out. James Robinson is fully back. This dude is an animal. ETN comes in and spells him. When you're aggressive and the coach believes in you, we've seen this happen with Doug. I know it kind of floundered out in Philly, but he's a champion. He won the Super Bowl. He beat Brady with Nick Foles. You have to have some kind of charismatic belief in players and players believing in you just to run a locker room and to turn it around this quickly. It's awesome to see Trevor Lawrence balling out because he was supposed to be a phenom. He's on his way to being that. I think in 3 to 4 years, the Jags are a playoff team like consistently. If they're not, then something might have happened to Trevor, but that's how much confidence I have in Trevor. He's really, really good.
Yeah, man. I
He
agree.
knows. He studied him in college a lot.
Yeah, man. I agree, dude. He's just. I think he's the full. I think he's the full package. He just needs the right coach, and I think Doug Peterson is that coach for him.